Helldivers II latest update has some players complaining that they're going to uninstall the game and stop playing. Is it really that bad? Let me know what you think. We also got a big official confirmation from Arrowhead, but I'll get back to that after the patch notes. There will now be more random environmental effects, including fire tornadoes and meteor showers. Now, I haven't ran into either of these yet, but the players that have said the meteor showers are kind of like artillery bombardments that just happen at random. If so, I'm not sure how I feel about that. The eradicate missions, where you defend an area and kill a certain amount of enemies, are now requiring more kills and enemies will spawn more often. Apparently, the time to complete the mission was shorter than intended originally, and now it should take about twice as long. I think this is good and bad because those missions were way too easy if you played them with like a full squad, but it was also kind of nice to be able to hop in, do a 10-minute defend, and jump right back out. Now for the big ones, the weapon and stratagem balances. Breaker shotgun had the magazine capacity decreased from 16 to 13 and the recoil increased from 30 to 55. This is a pretty significant nerf because you have to reload the breaker shotgun a lot as is, and the recoil is almost doubling. Meanwhile, the Punisher pump shotgun got the ammo capacity increased from 40 to 60, increased stagger force, and increased damage from 40 to 45 per bullet. The spray and pray version of the breaker shotgun got increased armor penetration, increased fire rate from 300 to 330, increased pellets from 12 to 16 per shot, and a decreased mag size from 32 to 26. This was considered to be one of the worst guns in the game anyway, so we'll see if this buff does anything to make it a little bit more viable. The fan favorite railgun got decreased armor penetration in safe mode and decreased damage against durable enemy parts. Keyword here is in safe mode, so if you're an experienced railgunner, you should be able to use it in unsafe mode without blowing yourself up and still do pretty well with it. The flamethrower got its damage per second increased by 50%, which I think is pretty solid, and the laser cannon now has increased damage against durable enemy parts, increased armor penetration, and improved ergonomics. On to the stratagems. The shield generator pack that everyone runs will now have an increased delay before it recharges and gives you that shield again. It would be nice if there was an actual number value that they could tell us for that. And both of the orbital barrages, the 380 and 120mm, now having increased duration and a decreased spread, which was kind of a problem for them because they would hit all over the place. A tighter spread is definitely a good thing. Let me know what you think of the weapon and stratagem changes as we move on to some of the fixes. A big fix, the armor rating values for heavy, medium, and light armor really haven't been working correctly since launch, but now it says that they will reduce damage as intended. Certain bug holes, including stalker nests that were unnecessarily hard to destroy, have been fixed. Visibility was increased during the sandstorm weather on Errata Prime. Lighting was balanced across all planets to help the game from being too dark, and the flashlight should actually be useful now. If you're looking for those cinematic moments, Helldivers standing next to the nukes when they launch now will get properly toasty and possibly spontaneously combust. And friendly fire got a buff as Helldivers will now take damage from fire, gas, and other types of damage generated by other players. While some players aren't thrilled with the heavy hitter weapons getting nerfed, there is a big announcement from Arrowhead that will help us in the fight soon. You've probably seen gameplay of the mechs and vehicles popping up on the internet, but it was officially confirmed in a recent tweet that the mechs are in production and will be rolling out to all Helldivers very soon. I would like to think it's after the current event is over, but the update schedule currently for this game is that every second Thursday of the month there will be a new war bond, so it's a good possibility the major update will come then, and I can't wait to see the mechs and the future content coming to this game, as the developers have really shown that they care about the small details. To see what I mean by that, click on the video on screen now.